So this is what I have to say to teen mothers.
Bitch, I'm back. I'm popular the man.
What's up? What's up? It's your favorite girl here on YouTube, Miley Carter. Today's video is going to be a rant video. If you have not watched my video on how to make $50 under 15 minutes, make sure you go watch it. The video will be in the description below. Because let me tell y'all something. I have discussed this topic before on my channel, but this is before when I was like a nobody and I had like 20-some subscribers. I really wanted to discuss this topic. People in my hometown have literally been having babies or getting pregnant lately, and I just, and everybody just been seeming to feel some type of way about it. I want to give my own opinion on this whole topic. This is a collab with my girl here on YouTube, Amari and Jolie.
You are on a social media platform. You have a following. You have the opportunity to uplift women and girls. Instead, you are using your platform to degrade females and speak on their life choices.
One of my closest YouTube friends, like, I've got to know her over the last few months, like, and I just, like, I love her. Like, she's just she's actually a teen mom. She's one of those people, vlogs or videos that I could sit there and like binge, be entertained by, and not have to worry about like skipping through. Now already, make sure you subscribe to her and follow her and go watch her video after you watch mine and tell her that Miley sent you. Let's get on to the video. So first of all, let's just go ahead and drop the bomb. If you have a problem with the teen mom, let's be clear. This message is, to teen moms. This message is to people who have a problem with people being teen moms. For people who are hypocrites, who feel like, oh, you shouldn't have a baby at a young age. Having a baby, have this dream fantasy of having a child, for after marriage and all this other stuff. I just personally feel like, God has, and then it's the thing.
People always want to bring the church into it. People always want to bring God into it. You're not so holy yourself. I always say, like, when it comes to me being trans, people always tend to want to bring up the whole, oh, God doesn't like this. Well, personally, I really don't care because God already knew what I was going to do when I was going to do it before I was going to do it. So, as for you, you are not God. Therefore, you cannot judge me. So, for you to judge somebody else, there is your problem. There is your sin while you're worrying about mine. And then people always talking about some, oh, well, it's an abomination. Well, bitch, you're an abomination. If you feel like I am, then so are you. The sin that you do is probably 10 times worse than me.
I just personally feel like people are always trying to cancel out the whole fact of, oh, this person that robbed and stealed and killed and did this and this. Like, the stories that I have heard from people or heard that people do, and then they sit there and think that, oh, since I found my Jesus, or I found my God, or I found my Allah, in the jail cell, or, that God, has forgave me and all this other stuff. But as for you, being gay, or as for you having a child before marriage, as for you doing this and that and this, is a bad thing. This is my thing.
It takes two people to have a baby. Therefore, both of the people, whether they accidentally had it or, whether it was an agreeable thing about, having sex. I don't agree with abortions. That can be a whole topic right there.
Personally, I don't agree with abortions. I just personally feel like if you laid up there and had sex, you need to lay up there and have that child. You need to deal with it. Don't want to keep the child. I just personally feel like you need to give the child up for an adoption. Like, when you think about it, you're killing a child. And people be sitting there like, thinking them waiting 2 months or 3 months or 4 months. In actuality, your child is really like already born. Your child literally has arms and is starting to grow legs and this and that and this and that. So for you to kill a child, it's like you're a murderer. And I just personally feel like after a certain amount of abortions, baby, you need to have some type of felony or something, because you basically a murderer, girl. Like, what?
Like, I just personally feel like, it's always these people who try to criticize people for being pregnant.
This is my thing. And pregnancy is a beautiful thing, and I just personally feel like people don't realize that. Like, having a child is such a beautiful thing. Like, it's your child, like, that's your flesh and blood, like, something that you had. And the simple fact that you just want to, degrade somebody else about being pregnant, or degrade somebody else, like, what? Like, what if you're 30 and you just didn't even get married? You still think that's a problem? And this is my thing. People who always have an issue with people being pregnant as a teen, or people being pregnant before marriage and all this other stuff, they're the ones who either had abortions, and they had kids, but they actually was pregnant, but they had an abortion, or, they can't get pregnant, or don't nobody want them, they're lonely, you know, or their parent, like, and I just don't be understanding, because most of you know, everybody's mothers and fathers and this and that have had you when you were like 17, 18, 19, 20. So my thing is, how are you finding an issue in something like that? I really just do not understand. Like, how are you finding an issue in that? Like, I really want y'all opinion on this whole, you know, topic, because it just really breaks my heart. Like, I just personally feel like I know hard, you know, working teen mothers, they work their tail off to take care of their child. You know, now if you a bum and you a mother, then child, that's a whole nother discussion. Those teen parents who really taking care of their kids, you know, who have jobs or, you know, making ends meet, not depending on their baby father. Let's get into it. Yes, but I just personally feel like how can you sit here and, you know, just up and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get an abortion. Like, I know people who had 5 abortions before. And my thing is, when you really get married, or, and you know, or you find the one that's for you, you're not gonna be able to have that kid, or something's gonna be wrong with your pregnancy. You're probably gonna be prone to miscarriages. Like, people don't understand the things that can happen when you have abortions. And, you know, honestly, for certain cases, you like rape, for example, you definitely, yes, I agree with abortions on that. But for anything else, like, it's just like, no. Or if you like really, really, really not in the shape of, you know, taking care of a child, then I don't suggest it. But other than that, you need to have that child. And that's just the real of the situation. I really would like to know you guys' opinion on this video. Yeah, as always, like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, I love you guys. Bye.